Thanks, Kate. 7 seats in the House of Representatives will be switched among 13 states because of those census results.
Despite fears and concerns, Alabama will keep its 7 congressional seats.
Way 31's Alex Torres-Perez joins us live with a deeper look at what's to come. Alex.
Alabama was thought to have been at risk of losing 1 congressional seat, but thankfully it will get to keep all 7 of its seats, which means more representation for people here in Alabama when it comes to funding and other opportunities.
I was very hopeful that Alabama was going to keep its seats.
Ramon Santiago is the chairperson of the Hispanic Latino Advisory Council. He, along with several other organizations, went out mid-pandemic to make sure people in the community were counted in the 2020 census.
We were very much aware of the needs of the citizens and the people that in our communities, and we just, used all the power we could get and used all the words that would be available to us to convince the people that it was important to be counted.
Their efforts finally paid off.
The Alabamians should have a sigh of relief.
Today, the U.S. Census announced Alabama's population grew from 4.8 million people in 2010 to just over 5 million. It would also keep its 7 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. Alabama has lost 2 congressional seats in the past, but has been able to maintain the 7 seats for the last 50 years.
There was fear because although Alabama grew, it did not grow as fast as some other states.
However, Dr. Wayman Burke says Alabama could soon be gaining a seat in Congress.
Especially with the massive growth that's taking place in Huntsville and North Alabama at this time and in the Mobile area.
Dr. Burke says Alabama has historically had very strong congressional leaders, allowing funding and opportunities to come to the state. However, that will soon change as Alabama is about to elect its 2nd new U.S. Senator, along with a new congressperson for Alabama's 5th congressional district.
So Alabama is in an unusual position of having a younger delegation, at least in years' experience. I think there's going to be competition for, what's happening here. Those of us who live here and love it here, of course, want Huntsville and North Alabama to have a very strong presence in the United States Congress to protect our interest.
As for what's next, the state legislature will meet later this year in order to redistrict congressional maps. And that's because each congressperson needs to represent an equal amount of people. Dr. Burke says that the 5th congressional district here in North Alabama will likely get geographically smaller, and that's because of the growth here in Huntsville and Madison County. Reporting live in Madison County, Alex Torres-Perez, Way 31 News.